Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for guitarlessons365.com. Today we're going to take a look at Hello, I Love You by The Doors. So this one has a crazy picking style and a crazy fuzz effect on the guitar the entire time. So I'm going to save your ears a little bit and just do a basic clean sound so you can really hear the notes. Because on the recording, if you're familiar with the recording, that opening lick that I just played, it's pretty easy to hear what's going on there, and then everything else it's really difficult to hear. So it's just single line stuff, just mostly sliding up and down the sixth string. You know, I have to memorize a lot of little notes, but this main riff is a lot of fun, and it's still done finger style as well. So let's start here. We're in standard tuning. We're going to start here with this. Alright, so I'm doing like a staccato on the first. So I'm playing the 5th fret with my thumb on the low E string twice. And after each one, just mute the note. Just lift up the pressure. Don't lift off the string, just release the pressure on the string. So you're still touching the string, it just kills the sound. Then do the octave of that, which is the 7th fret on the D string. And you're going to pick that with your index finger, and you're going to do the same thing. Mute the note each time, so this. Then move it down 2 frets and do the same thing. It's a good exercise there, a little coordination exercise. And then we have this. Now here, you can just pick this all with your index finger if you want, and it's not staccato here. It's 5th fret there on the low E string, then you hammer quickly 5 to 7 on the A, then play 5 again, and then come down to the 2nd fret on the A string, hammer 2 to 3, and then you're going to pull off 2 to 0, and then quickly grab, it's very faint, grab the 2nd fret of the low E. So we have this. Alright, so it's the verses when everything starts to get crazy here. Whenever we go back to the chorus, it's just that same riff that I just played right there. Now this first verse, I'll play through it real quick, and you'll see what I mean, where it's just kind of erratic up and down the 6th string. So here we go. Back to the chorus there. Alright, so it's not really erratic, it just kind of goes, it sounds like it's just kind of randomly going up and down the string. Alright, and just kind of following the scale notes on the low E string. So we're just going to start here, a quarter note, so you can call this one, you know, a quarter note's one beat, and it's either a quarter note or a half note, these notes. So most of them are half notes when you're doing the slides. So we just have quarter note, and then you're going to pick that note again and slide down to 3. So we have this quarter, not a half note, 8th notes, 2 8th notes. So we have this. And then pick 3 again and slide to 5. So whenever you have slides that are just 8th notes, we have this. And then you pick 5 and just let it hold for a 1 beat, a quarter. So we have this. Now from there, we pretty much have all 8th notes, and it starts doing this. So it goes from the 5, pick, slide to 7, pick, slide to 8. You kind of hold that for a quarter note though. So we have this. If you listen close to the recording, you'll be able to follow along. So, and then hammer 7 to 8, and then we're straight 8th notes the rest of the way. So we have this from this 8, slide to 10, pick 10, pick 10 again, slide down to 8, pick 8, slide to 7, pick 7, slide to 5, pick 5, slide to 3, pick 3, slide to 2. I tell you, it's a bunch of notes. Then 2 up to 3, 3 up to 5. So I'm picking the first note of each slide. 5 up to 7, 7 down to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 10, 10 to 8, 8 to 7, 7 to 5, 5 to 3, and 3 to 5. And then we just have 4 quarter notes. 5, 7, 5, 5. And that last one's a kind of staccato. All right, so that section of the video, I recommend playing it back because I'm going through it slowly and probably just writing down those numbers. So then you can look at it and try to find a pattern. The pattern you want to look for is find the notes on the low E string in the key. So in this case, he's just sticking between 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, and 12 so far we've worked on, right? So 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. So basically he works his way up to, like, say, the 8th fret and then comes back down, always staying in that pattern. I think I actually went down to 2 as well. So that's the way you kind of want to memorize this, is you want to know the notes that are on the 6th string, which were 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12 so far, really. And then just know he doesn't miss it. He goes in order, so go all the way up to 8, and then down to 2, then up to 10, then down to 3. You know, it's kind of that. Just basically look for the places that it changes direction, and that's how you'll remember it. So just go through what I just did before and write it down, and just remember basically the numbers that you turn around on. All right, so that's the first first verse, and then we go back to the chorus. A lot less erratic and pretty easy to memorize. All right, so now we have the second verse, which is another sequence of notes just up and down the low E string. So let me play it real quick for you. And then we have kind of some of the kind of little slide effects here. So once again, I'm just going to go through it. And now these notes, just to let you know, we kind of go all the way down to the 3rd fret there. So it's 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, and it went all the way up to 14. So those are the notes that make it up. So he's always within those notes: 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, and 14. Those 7 notes. All right, so basically starting where we start at 5, quarter note, and the rest are 8th notes. Slide 5 to 3, then go back up. 3 to 5, 5 to 7, come back down, 7 to 5, back up, 5 to 7, 7 to 8, back down, 8 to 7, then back to 7, 8, 8, 10, 10, 12, 12, 10, 10, 12, 12, 14, 14, 12, 12, 10, 10, 9, there's a little 9 in there, so watch for that, then 8 to 10, then 10, 8, 8, 7, 7, 5, 5, 3, 3, 5, so, and then 5, 7, 7, 8, 8, 7, 7, 5, and 5, 3. Then you're going to hold that 3 and then go to 5. All right, so a lot of notes. Once again, don't get mad at me. I didn't write it. I'm just showing you guys where they're at on the guitar. So hopefully you know the sound of this pretty well, so you can kind of follow along easier. But like I said, write down these notes, take a little time for it, and just figure out the easy way is knowing the notes on low E and knowing which direction you need to go. So coming out of that though, we do have a quick little, we have a 14th fret across the D, G, and the B string. Kind of slides down, and then grab the same 3 strings at the 8th fret, and then kind of slide it back up. It's just kind of a slide effect. You can do it with a finger or an actual slide if you want. All right, now we're gonna go into the 3rd verse, which lucky for you, we have more notes up and down the 6th string. Let me play through it real quick. So that's the first verse, and then it kind of just goes into like an outro section, which I'll cover in a second. So, all right, more notes here. Now we're going to start here. We're off of a different scale here. So we have 6. I'll just show you the notes: 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10. All right. Then you're going to have pretty much 11, 12, 13 used. Now actually 11, 13, let's just do this. 11, 13, 15. So we have this 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 15. And then it's going to go up to also and use 16 and 18. So we have those notes again: 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, 18. So everything's based around that. So we start on 6 with a quarter note, then pick it up, slide up to 8, hit 8 again, hold it for a quarter note, then 8 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 13, 13 for a quarter note, 13 down to 11, 11 to 13, 13 to 15, 15 down to 13, 13 down to 11, up to 13, pick 13 again, and then pick it a couple times, and then you're going to slide into 15 and pick 15, slide 15 to 16, 16 to 18, 18 to 16, 16 to 15, 15 to 13, 13 to 11, 11 to 13, 13 down to 11 again, 11 to 10, 10 to 8, 8 to 6, then you have 6 for beat and a half, then a 8th note of 6, and then the same thing at 4. Kind of that kind of thing. And then we finally make it to the outro section here. Now the outro section is basically based off this. The 6s, now he kind of varies the rhythm here, so he's pretty much playing just 6 for 2 beats. So I'm not going to show you a definitive rhythm here because there's really not one. So 6 for 2 beats, 8th notes, and then you can play a quarter note on the 4, and then 2 8th notes. All right, and then there's a cool little lick that happens in there. It sounds like this. All right, so we have kind of a 6 on the low E to 5 on the A, then 6, 5, 4, down to 1 on the low E, then back up 4, 5, and then you're going to start over. Finally, we have something that actually repeats there, so it's a lot of fun. All right, and then you're going to just see more as that riff plays, just more of this kind of 6 to 4 on the low E string. That's what's going on with the rhythm with that part through the end of the song. All right, so I know it can kind of get a little bit erratic, and there's a lot going on, but Like I said, if you like the song enough and you want to learn it, it's got a lot of notes to it. There's nothing you can do about it. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon for guitarlessons365.com.